Yeah. I think everything's going great. There is a drop in the frame rate, as usual. I am still cleaning up this space here, so should not be a problem. Anyway, we are back. We are back to the project that restarted it all. Go on. Sort of. I am late today, and that is because I was in my at my local gym. I did some high intensity interval training, and there was a German lady that shouted at me. Huh? And also I will have to address the other project. Those threads. Yeah, I've got this Les Paul that needs to be refretted as well. I don't know if I already have it. Those are locking tuners. I am discovering all sorts of weird stuff. Where was I? Yeah, so I need yet another... what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 threads, which is exactly how much I have in here. Which means, will I have in... oh! Hello. Someone's watching. Nice. Hi, Matt. You don't have to if you don't wanna watch it. Anyway, the Explorer is ready to go. We need to finish refretting this, and because as I've said earlier, if you need to sleep to something, this is one of the most perfect live streams to do. So this is an equivalent of watching the paint dry, in my opinion. But as stated many times before, this is also the sum of the parts is greater than the parts themselves, as they say in English, which means that the process itself is pretty boring, but it produces quite a great result, which is a guitar, and which is what I love. Anyway, we are at the 11th fret. Ah, yeah. Don't lie to me, boy. Still, it's quite nice to see someone in the comment section, because I've got like, what, 12 subscribers or something? So friends and family is watching. Yay! At least I'm not alone. What's up with you, mate, by the way? How's life going? Oh, shit. Huh? Huh. It's too short. Ah, I'm gonna put it in anyway. Christ. Why would you do it to your woman, mate? Don't. Like, this is boring even for me, mate. Anyway, did you told her about the freaking purchase that you've made? Yeah. That's a reference I haven't seen in a while. You know my wife. Yes. Pretty, right? For those of you watching in the future, there is like this French movie called Rrrr, which is amazingly stupid piece of, in a good way. In a good way. Like you're gonna lose a lot of brain cells watching it, but in a positive way. And it popped in. By the way, process of popping the threads in place somehow reminds me of reloading an ammunition shell, like for a Colt or something, or bottling a beer. I don't know. I'm a little bit tired. Again, some German woman shouted at me today at the gym. Dude, your future wife is chilled. Like, mine was so stressed about the wedding that, you know, like women before wedding are just on another level of stress. Yeah. The worst part of working on guitars, and I'm fully committed to what I'm saying right now, it's not even the process of refretting it, because this is quite chill actually, and you can watch it without falling asleep. It's the goddamn sanding. Like every single freaking thing needs to be sanded down and leveled and sanded down and leveled, and it's a never-ending story. Oh, you know my wife, right? That's the thing. Like about the wedding. You know, women have to organize everything, and you just need to be there with a freaking suit on time, hopefully. Not entirely drunk. Just a bit. Just enough to say yes and not fall asleep. There is a lot of pointless cutting, it would appear, but that's because if you have a fret, right, you need to put it in the slot. There are this part that is concave and there is this part that sticks out. This is the tang, and you need to cut it to length. And I'm doing this the hard way, because normally at the factory they would just put threads as they would go from left to right in the correct order and then just snip it off here. But this is always done before the paint is put over the neck. That means they don't have to think about those threads sticking out. And every single time I did the refret on any kind of instrument and just cut it like that, I've had problems with, because they would, it's so sharp it would cut your hand right up open with a wound. And as much as people playing with a hand injury look cool, it's not very practical. Because I like cringy names, and also this will be blonde. The guitar itself, wait, is gonna be in natural finish. If you put the finish on, it's gonna be it's what they call a blonde finish, which is basically nothing except for the paint, for the clear coat on the body, and then I'm putting a shit ton of gold hardware on it, so it's gonna look somehow like something like this, you know? It's gonna be gold as a freaking, I don't know. What's gold? It's gonna be gold. A lot of gold. I like gold. Anyway, it's also cheesy and cringe to attract the audience. And right now, it's exactly like my guitar playing. It attracted people I know. Wait, and no chicks, except for my wife, but she was more pissed at me than in love. Anyway, not complaining. Exactly. Gold yet modest. I don't know why I like gold hardware. There are people who are... Oh, wait. I'm doing something stupid right now. There are people who are just absolutely not in favor of golden hardware. I don't know. If Donald Trump can have a golden bathroom, I can have a golden guitar. Do you remember this movie? It's called in Polish Nic Śmiesznego, where they sit down at the TV and they are watching a guy painting a freaking plate. And Cezary Pazura asks, "Are we really seriously watching a guy painting a plate?" And the lady's like, "Yeah, what?" And I feel like I'm in the movie. Go in. Freaking hell. Sometimes you need to use a hammer. Freak. And now, so up until this point I've used this very high-tech setup with underneath all of those fluffy parts there is something like this, which is with just with a little bit more of a radius, like a piece of wood with a radius underneath it. And that is because the guitar neck is obviously rounded up until around this point. And now I can just like do the caveman method of putting, like, this is flat, this is a flat surface. I can go nuts and do it a little bit faster. It's hammer time. Also, every single time I'm doing something like this, I'm using 3 tools, like maybe 4. And then I put it somewhere else. And the worst part of any type of manual labor is not finding a goddamn pliers. Thank God, Maciek, you're a man of culture and you understand English. I was wondering on doing this all in Polish, and I actually might at some point. but seeing the overwhelming response from the audience on these videos, which is hi, family and friends, I think I'm gonna stick with English for now. Oh yes! This feeling when it all goes well. How was your day fixing up animals? See ya. I'm not gonna stay long as well. I'm just gonna finish this part and I think I'm gonna be done. So, see ya. Not stopping you. Go tend to your woman and say hi. I am so lonely. I have nobody on my own. Lonely. I am so lonely. I have nobody on my own.
14. I've got like every single time you do a refret, there are some frets that are left over, and I am waiting eagerly to the moment where I would have a totally free refret. As they say in Germany, ich bin nicht so weit damit.
I'm pretty sure that nobody's watching. Right? Oh, I'm still doing not the wisest stuff. So, 2 more to go. And here we go. So all the frets are in finally. And right now what you need to do, what I will have to do, is to sand off the fret ends, sand down, not sand off, sand down the fret ends, because right now this is very sharp, and if I should run my hand multiple times, you can already see that on my finger tips it cuts the finger. It could cut your hand to the till the how do you call it, to the bone. Anyway, I am using a simple file. Again, it's all very maybe not amateur, budget version. I will do it off camera though, because right now I need to go and sleep a little. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Anyway. Not better. This thread is very stubborn and it sticks out. But this is like the last thread, and I can just use some super glue to fill the voids. This paint is cheapy. Yeah. Next step will be just what I'd like to call doing the nails, like having your nails done, because this is very much in the ballpark of sanding and, you know, polishing and sanding and polishing. There's quite a lot of sanding and polishing in the guitar business. Yeah. On Saturday I should be having something more from this project, because I will hopefully go through the process of sanding down this guitar body. It's already relatively well done. Like, the primer is finally coming off of this thing. But still there is quite a lot of places where the primer is still very thick, especially around the horns, which are probably the most annoying thing to sand. But it's going in the right direction, heading in the right direction. And on Saturday, I think I'll do the inlays on this Les Paul, which were supposed to be made of mother of pearl, but the mother of pearl inlays were significantly smaller than the... If they were just a little bit wonky, I wouldn't care, but they are significantly smaller. So this one would be all natural as well with the wood inlays. I don't know if this is a good idea, but this is like a side project to a side project. But the process of putting new inlays is, in my opinion, quite interesting. I mean, at least to me, as quite a lot of those things are. Anyway, yeah. And when I'm done with the Stratocaster, although it might take a while, and with the Les Paul, and you know what, I might even do this one as well. But I have got like at least... Yeah, all I have right now are Gibson guitars. I've got like another 5 Gibson guitars, which every single one of them is quite interesting in my opinion. With that said, thanks for today, thanks for watching, and see you on Saturday. Hopefully. Someone, please. Yeah. Bye.